So take your position, close your eyes, and get ready for 3 times Om chantings together. Breathe in deeply. Hari Om Tat Sat. Clap your palms together in your feet. So, do you have any doubt from the previous class? Anybody? Leo, how it is going? Good?
Hari Om Swamiji. Yes, it is
Hari
good.
Om.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dipti madam, where is Vinod ji?
Yeah, he will join after
He
some
will
time.
join.
Yeah, he's joining.
Okay. So, we are going to start with, we'll read 21 and 22. And today we have to discuss on 23. So, we'll just read one time 21 and 22. Then we'll discuss about 23. Because so that you can able to read slowly. So start. Veda vinashinam nityam.
Veda Vinashanam.
Veda Vinashinam Nityam.
Ya enam ajamam deyam.
Ya Enam Ajamam Vayam.
Katham sa purushah partha.
Katham Sa Purushaha Partha.
Kam ghatayati hantikam.
Kam
Ghatayati Hantikam.
22. Vasansi jirnani
Vasamsi
Jirnani
yatha bihaya
Yatha
Yatha Vihaya
navani grunhati
Navani Grinhati
naroparani
Naroparani
tatha sarirani
Tatha Sharirani
vihaya jirnani
Vihaya Jirna
anyani sanyati
Anyani
Anyani Sayati
navani dehi.
Navani Dehi.
We'll read again in 4 stanzas. Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya
Vasansi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya
navani grunhati naroparani
Navani Grinhati Naroparani
tatha sarirani vihaya jirnani
Tatha Sharirani Vihaya Jirnani
anyani sanyati navani dehi.
Anyani Samyati Navani Dehi.
So in this 22 he was telling, just like you change the old cloth and have the new cloth, in the same way the soul change the old body and have the new body. And generally people think that they have died and they are crying for it. So it is no question of crying or no question of all these things you are losing. So it is just a change of this body, he is telling. So now we are coming. So he's telling, look here in the chapter number 2, he's just telling about the soul a lot of time. in so many different ways. The nature of the soul. Although you cannot have, there is any nature of the soul, any qualities, because soul does not have any quality. But he is denying in so many different qualities of the soul. So here it is in 23, he is telling about all this. So start reading. Nainam chindanti
Nainam
Chindanti
chindanti
shastrani,
shastrani
nainam dahati
Nainam
nainam dahati
pavakah,
pavakaha
na chainam
na chainam
chainam
kledayantyapo,
kledayantyapo
na susayati
na shoshayati
marutah.
marutaha.
So in 4 stanza we are going to read. Nainam chindanti shastrani,
Nayanam chindanti shastrani
nainam dahati pavakah,
nayanam dahati pavakaha
na chainam kledayantyapo,
na
na chainam kledayantyapo
na sosayati marutah.
na
na shoshayati marutaha.
In 2 lines. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakah,
Nayanam chindanti shastrani nayanam dahati pavakaha
na chainam kledayantyapo, na sosayati marutah.
na
na
chainam
chainam kledayantyapo na shoshayati marutaha.
So if you see the first word nainam, if you split the word, it is with na enam. Right on, na enam. Na means not, enam means this. So can you understand what do you mean by this? Means he is telling about this soul, this self, very close to you. So na means not, enam means this self. Chindanti means caught. Just like if you caught anything, it is spoiled, it is destroyed, and all this thing. So he is telling, if you mix together na chindanti, enam, like this. So this means this self, it cannot caught anything. Because if you caught by the seizure, the sword, and all the so many different instruments or weapons, so this soul it cannot cut in any or any weapons. This is the nature of the soul. Then sastrani. Sastrani means weapons. All the different weapons. And write down, it is 2 different words. It is very close to each other. Sastrani means the weapons. And sastrani means it the scriptures. Like Veda, Upanishad, and all this thing. It is Sastra. And Sastra means weapon. And Sastra means the scriptures or these spiritual scriptures. So don't mean because when they are writing in English, it looks like Sastra and Sastra is the same. But if you put a bar, it is known as Sastra, means telling about the scriptures of the spiritual books. And if it is Sastra, it has become the weapons. So much difference. So Sastra means weapon, and Sastrani means many weapons, means in plural form. Then the next word is Nainam. You can also split. Na enam. He's telling again, enam means this soul. Dahati means burn. If you put anything into the fire,
Burn.
the fire burn everything. but the self cannot be born by fire, or self is beyond the fire. This Pavaka means fire. So he is telling to this self within you, where it is inside you, or within yourself, we can say, we are just telling in so many different ways. These weapons cannot cut it. And he's telling to this self, the fire cannot burn it. Next line. Na chainam. Na means no, you know. No means not. Chainam. If you split the word chainam, means cha and enam. Cha means and enam means the same thing, this self. Kledayantyapo. Kledayanti, it is two different words. Kledayanti apo. And if you write down Kledayanti and apo, when you split the word from this line, apo becomes apaha. Apo means the water. Due to this different letters, the apaha become turned into apo. Apo means water. So he is telling the water cannot wet this self. Just like if you put anything into the water, they become wet or they become moistened. Then the next word is na. Na means not. Society means dry. Maruta means the winds.
Vayu, wind.
Winds or bayu.
Vayu, wind.
Yes. Do you know? If you put the cloth outside, what? Due to the air, they dry up all the waters from the cloths. So here he is telling, just like if you put something wet and put it in the air, then it will dry up. So here he is telling the self is beyond the limit of or beyond the clause of all these four different, just like the fire, air, water, and all this thing he's telling. They cannot be obstruct or involve or get involved, get disturbed with all these things. So in this first line, he is telling the self, to the self, the weapons cannot cut. To the self, the fire cannot burn. And in the second line, he is telling to the self, the water cannot wet, neither the air cannot dry. So this is the nature of the soul. So you can write down the whole meaning. Weapon, do not cut it. Put a it, the capital, indicating the self itself. Or you can put the self there within the bracket. Or you can write down the Atman or Brahman. Weapon cannot cut it. Then put a comma. Fire does not burn it. This it you are putting it, put it in capital I indicating the self. Water cannot wet it. It also you can put capital I. And air does not dry it. So he is telling about the nature of the soul is like this. So why he's telling? Do you know? No, your soul is like this. If the weapons cannot cut, how can you die? If you water cannot wet you, how can you become die? In this way, the self is not affected by all these things. Means untouchable by all these things. So now come to this 24. Yes.
Swamiji, what is the difference between Supreme Soul and our soul? What is that?
Supreme Soul, and when now since you don't know about this soul and all this thing, and you are telling the Supreme Soul, just like the soul is same. When you come to know all this thing, one level will come once you know the soul in reality by understanding, then the Supreme Soul and this individual soul merge together. You become one with the Supreme Soul, you can say.
Oh, but we say na ki Supreme Soul is there.
Supreme Soul is there because we have not reached there. That's why they are putting these words. So look, now people are telling God is different, you are is different. Understand? So I will try to make you convinced about all these things. Understand? So first of all, write it down. In the beginning, it is known as the individual soul. And the name of the individual soul is Jivatma. They call Jivatma in Hindi and Sanskrit.
Jivatma.
Yeah. Jiva and Atma. Jivatma.
Okay.
Means the Atma means this soul living in this particular body. You are thinking. Or all the people are thinking like this. That's why it is called Jivatma. Understand? Or not clear? Jivatma means write down the individual soul. And look how it works. Do you have a soul or not? If you believe or not?
Yes, of course.
If you believe that you have a soul, and if you believe Binod has a soul, and if you believe Samir has a soul, or Nikita has a soul, yes or no? And you think it is different, yes or no? It is same or different? Tell me. The soul of you and the soul of Nikita is same or different? Tell me.
At present, it is different.
At present you think it is different. So generally we say it is different. Clear? And write down after it. The individual soul, they call it in Sanskrit, it is Jivatma. And after it, write down it is equal to what? Equal to, we can write down the soul plus the avidya. Write down. Avidya.
Avidya.
Soul plus avidya is Jivatma.
Swamiji, I want to ask you one interesting question of today's Gen Z, young generation. While we are getting married, we say we are soul mates. What is soul mate then?
First of all, try to understand this thing, then we'll
Okay.
clarify your question.
Okay, Swamiji, okay.
So, it is individual self or individual soul. They call it Jivatma.
Soul plus avidya.
Means it is soul plus avidya.
What is
And
avidya?
then you know what is soul. You know what is avidya. I am going to discuss you. Avidya means the individual ignorance.
Okay.
Yeah. And this individual ignorance is right on. It is the body, mind, and sense organ, and all this thing. You think that you have the body, it is due to the ignorance. You think that you have the mind, it is due to the ignorance. You think that you have the sense organs, it is the ignorance. Clear? So write it down first. So ignorance means, do you know what you mean by ignorance? If you don't know the soul, it is the ignorance. Since you don't know the soul, you are thinking in the term of body, in the term of mind, in the term of sense organs, in the term of all these things, emotion and all these things. Clear? And within bracket, you can write down this is all Prakriti. And the soul, you can write down. It is according to the different philosophy, they have the different words only. Otherwise, it is the same thing. So, according to the Yoga and Sankhya, they call it Prakriti, and the soul is known as Purusha. Right on.
Soul is known as a
Purusha.
Purusha.
But without emotions, how can we love Swamiji?
Don't go there now. Just write it down. So, look, now I am telling you one thing. This soul, if you have this soul does not do anything, does not have any effect on anything. It is the pure consciousness.
Soul. Yes.
You can write on. Soul means it is the pure consciousness. And I will give you one example. Suppose when you are sleeping, understand? When you are sleeping, you have the soul or not? You have the soul. Soul is there, but you don't aware of it. You don't know at that time. What do you mean by the soul? The consciousness, you don't know that you have the consciousness. Do you know when you are sleeping? I'm not telling about the dream. In the dream, you have different personalities and you move and do so many activities. But I'm telling in sleep. In sleep, you don't know that you exist as the conscious one. Yes or no? I'm asking one question. When you are sleeping, do you know that you are a man or woman?
No.
Do you know that you are young or old?
No.
Do you know that you are Indian or American or Russian? So you don't know anything at that time. Although you exist, you don't aware of your own presence. And at that stage, you remain, but you don't remain as a man or woman or young or old or Christian or Hindu or Muslim like this. Means it is the pure state. But I'm coming to the next moment. The moment you wake up, you know that you exist. When you wake up, just now you wake up and you think that you exist now. And at that moment, do you have any thoughts? No thoughts are there. You are pure consciousness at that time. Without any activities, without any thoughts, without any deed, without any work, without any fluctuation of the mind. Just it is one moment. The next moment it starts again. That you are a woman, you have to do so many things. You are a man, you have to run to this office, you have to start and all these things. These things start there. Clear? Otherwise, the moment you wake up, you are just pure consciousness without any thoughts, any activities, any action, anything else. You just exist, not a man or not a woman, all this. It is one moment. The next moment you become a woman and all this thing, man or woman, and you start functioning, working. So this is called the pure consciousness state. And after it, you have all the prakriti. You start thinking that you are a man or woman, you have the body, you have to work, you have to do so many activities. This is called prakriti. Clear? And without the presence of you, means the consciousness, can you do anything? You cannot. So the prakriti means the body, mind, the sense organs and all the activities start with the presence of the consciousness, with the presence of the soul. The soul does not, the consciousness does not do anything. All the other things, they start functioning with the presence of the consciousness. In the same way, they say the soul does not do anything. With the presence of the soul, the prakriti means all this sense organ, body, and all this mind, they start functioning.
Is that due to the kleshas as well, Swamiji? Swamiji?
What?
Is this due to the kleshas as well?
What do you mean class?
No, the kleshas, like
You can say
the painful
klesha.
pathways. Yeah.
This is the klesha start there. So, look, without the body, can you do any work? Without the mind, can you do any work? Without the sense organ, can you do any works? And there are so many things are there for working. And you did a small work. Suppose you build a buildings, means you are the owner of the building, you are the creator of the building. And how you create this building? With the presence of your consciousness and all the other prakriti, means all this body, mind, and emotion, and all this. So this is the Purusha and Prakriti. This is the soul, and this is the ignorance. This is called avidya. Now we are coming to this God. Next time, right now. Next line. So God has a soul. Yes or no? God has a big power. You have a small power. You did a small work. God do a big work. This is the only thing. So write down, God means the soul plus, it is called Maya. They call, right, Maya. Write down, soul plus Maya. So God means soul plus Maya. So now come, what do you mean by Maya? Maya means it is called the total ignorance. There it is the individual ignorance. So write down, Maya means the total ignorance. And look, if it is a individual ignorance, you do a small one. If it is a big ignorance, it is a big one. So this is the difference. So you and the God is not different. God has Maya and you have the avidya. And you, with the avidya, individual ignorance, you do a small work. And the God, with this total ignorance, you can write down total ignorance. Maya means total ignorance. Plus, if the total ignorance, do a big work. And write down the difference also. In the Yibatma, the self is under the claws of the ignorance. Right now, it was covered by the ignorance, overpowered by the ignorance. The Jivatma or the individual soul is overpowered by the ignorance. Whereas in the case of God, the soul is not affected by the total ignorance. If they are living together, they are together to do a work, big thing. But it was in the case of God, the total ignorance is not overpower the soul. This is the only difference. Whereas in the individual soul, it was overpowered by the ignorance. It is the same ignorance. Ignorance is here, the ignorance here. Means it is a individual ignorance, it is a total ignorance. The same. And for the total ignorance, they call it Maya. And now I will give you how it works. How it works. Look, now I am giving with Dipti Madam the example. Look, now suppose you and what is his name? Huh?
Vinod.
Huh?
Vinod. Vinod.
Vinodji, you are together now. Look, just think, suppose you are the soul and Vinod is the Prakriti. You are the Purusha and he is the Prakriti. Or maybe Vinod is the Purusha and you are the Prakriti. Understand? So suppose if you are thinking that you are the soul and he is the Prakriti, he is all these things, you are together, ignorance is together now. You can do a work. You can do something in your life. Understand? Now you are together. You are together. But if you are the soul and Vinod is the ignorance, and what happens? Suppose you cannot stand up without the permission of Vinod, then it is overpowered with Vinod. Understand or not? Suppose Vinod is the Prakriti, you are the Purusha, and now Vinod has the power that you cannot stand up without the permission of Vinod. Means you are overpowered with
Okay.
You are not free anymore.
Okay.
So in the same way, when due to the ignorance, we are not free at all. Once you are free, you live together, no problem. In the same way, in the case of God, they are together doing so many activities, but they are not affected by the Prakriti. This is the difference. Clear? Clear or not?
Clear.
Now come to the another stage. Come to the Supreme Soul. Write down the Supreme Soul. So the Supreme Soul has this soul, but just like with a big power. I will give you the example. Look, if I am telling Dipti, Dipti stand up, Dipti open the book. This is the commanding to you. And if I am telling Dipti madam, means same Dipti, I am putting a extra power.
Okay.
Means it is the importance. Understand or not? So if I am telling Dipti, it is the same thing. If I am telling Dipti madam, it is the more powerful. Just like, hello, you, or my lord, if I am telling my lord, the same person, it has become this more powerful. So in the same way, the soul, when you will consider it is very, very powerful, they put the name Supreme Soul. Otherwise, the soul and Supreme Soul is not different. Just like, give me the fine cloth. So if you are asking in this storekeeper, give me the fine cotton cloth. If you are telling super fine, you are just putting the same different words only. But it is still the cloth. So in the same way, when you will consider this soul has a lot of power, they put this thing as supreme soul. Otherwise, the same soul is there. That's why when they get this knowledge, they get the freedom, they become one with the supreme soul. Or when they get the freedom, the individual person become one with the God. Then when you reach the God, you are free from this clause of the Prakriti, the clause of the ignorance. And
So, Swamiji, so the Supreme Soul would be like Lord Krishna, because then the divine soul would be like the universe, the most powerful, or
look,
doesn't work like that?
now first I will come to the another point, then we'll discuss there. So now you have to the same soul, when you are make it superiority, then it is called the supreme soul. Yes. And for the supreme soul, for the soul they call Atma, and sometimes for the soul they call Brahma, and for the supreme soul they call it is superior, the Paramatma and Param Brahma. Understand? Just they are putting the different name. Otherwise, it is the same thing. Atma, Paramatma.
Paramatma.
And Jivatma, Paramatma. The same. Jivatma is same as Paramatma. Jivatma is same as Atma, and Atma is same as Paramatma. And in the same way, they call Param Brahma, Param Brahma. So this is the words they use in different places. Understand?
So, Swamiji, Jivatma means it is having ignorance, and Paramatma means it is free from the
Free
ignorance.
from all everything. Free from the ignorance.
Okay. And I just have one more question. Uh, if I don't believe that I have soul, how can I make that person understand that he also
Look,
has soul?
if I'm asking, do you exist or not? This is the thing. You exist or not? This is you exist means this is the soul exists.
Okay. So I have to believe that the body and soul both exist.
The other thing, do you exist means the soul exists. Or do you exist means the consciousness exists.
Okay. Right. So soul is nothing but consciousness?
This is the
Yes,
same.
yes.
Okay. Okay, Samaji, got it.
And look how it works. When a person died, the soul leaves this body.
Okay.
Understand? The
Yes,
soul leaves the body. When there is no consciousness, means no consciousness there in this body.
right.
So the consciousness move, the soul move, then this body has no importance at all.
Mm.
And then the body does not work, the mind does not work, the sense organ does not work. They are working with the power of the consciousness, or they are working with the power of the soul.
Thank you, Samaji.
Clear? It will take time to understand. You have to
Yes, Swamiji.
Focus it in, meditate on it, concentrate on it, contemplate on it, and you will happen. Then you understand. Now it is very difficult to understand sometimes. But everybody knows that you are the living one. This is the consciousness. This is the soul. This is the self. Samir. All right now.
Swamiji, you are about to answer my questions.
So all the questions are solved now, I think. So now we are coming to this sloka number 24. So start reading 24. Achedyo ayam.
Achidyo yam. Ayam.
It is, if you slowly read, achedyo ayam. If you quickly read, achedyo ayam. Achedyo ayam.
Achidyo.
Achedyo
Achidyo.
ayam. If you read quickly, achedyo ayam. Achedyo ayam.
Achedyoyam.
Understand? And if
Yes.
you slowly read, achedyo ayam.
Achedyo ayam.
Adahyo ayam.
Adayoyam.
Adahyo ayam.
Adayoyam.
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 Quickly. Adayoyam.
Adayoyam.
Then akledyo.
Akledyo.
Then associate
Asha.
evacha. Now we are reading in two stanza. Achedyoyam adayoyam. Achedyoyam adayoyam. Here you don't have to pronounce the O here. It should be within. Achedyoyam adayoyam. Then akledyo sosya evacha. If you read slowly, akledyo asosya evacha. Then the next line. Nityah sarvagataha
Sarvagataha.
tanur.
Thanum.
Now all this together. Nityah sarvagatas tanur.
Thanum.
Nityah sarvagatas tanur.
Nityah sarvagataha sthanur.
Achalo yam
Achaloyam.
sanatanaha.
Sanatanaha.
So if you want to read the once again into the second line in two stanza. Nityah sarvagatas tanur. Achaloyam sanatanaha.
Achaloyam sanatanaha.
Nitya sarvagatas tanur. Achaloyam sanatanaha.
Nitya sarvagataha sthanur. Achaloyam sanatanaha.
Now we are going to read in two lines. So start. Be carefully look how you have to stop where. You have to give a small pause. So achedyoyam madayoyam akledyo asosyevacha.
Chedyoyam adayoyam akledyoshcha evacha.
Achedyoyam madayoyam akledyo asosyevacha.
Chedyoyam dhyayoyam akledyoshcha evacha.
Nityah sarvagatas achaloyam sanatana.
Achaloyam sanatanaha.
So in the beginning you can write down the achedyo.
First line is like Ekapada Hasta Angushtasan, like that. It's like that, Swamiji.
So write down the word is chedya. Chedya means cut. If you cut same thing, it is called chedya. Actually, it is called chedana. And what you can cut, this thing is called cuttable. Means it is chedya. If you cut something, that thing become the chedya. And chedana means if you want to cut. And achedya means which is uncuttable. You cannot cut it. And the next word is ayam. Ayam means in this previous sloka he is telling enam, he is telling enam, enam. And here it is telling ayam. Ayam also means this. It is two different Sanskrit words telling about the same thing. So ayam means this soul is uncuttable. You cannot cut this soul. Then the next one. Adayo. Dahya, dahana. Actually, the word is dahana means burn. If you burn something, it is called dahana. And dahya means which is born, which is burnable. It's called dahya. Just like your body is burnable, your cloth is burnable. So this cloth is burnable. The body is burnable. The car is burnable. And here all the means it is unborn. It is unburnable. And what? This soul. You cannot burn this soul. And look, in the previous sloka, he is telling about the Nainam Chindanti Sastrani. The weapons cannot cut it. And here he is also Achedyoyam. He is telling this soul is uncuttable. He is telling. So, although it looks like the repetition of the same words in the two different slokas, still then don't think that it is a repetition. He is telling you, remind you again and again about the nature of the soul. That's why he is giving the same words, same thing in a different words, just a little different. So next word is Adahya means which is unbornable. Ayam means this. Then akledyu. Kledya means if you wet something. Kledyanti means wet something. And kledya means what can be wet. So it is also cannot be wet, unwettable. Then associate. It cannot be dryable. Associate means if you dry something, it is dryable. So it is associate. And associate means it is undryable. The air cannot dry. A means like this. Cha means and. He has explained the same thing in this in a different way in this previous sloka. That's why he putting the same thing means and. Same thing in a different way he's telling. That's why I put the cha. Then nitya, he's telling some more nature. Nitya means eternal, permanent, never start, never ends. It is eternal. The soul, right from the beginning of this universe, it is there, and at the end of the universe, it will stay there. So it is, you can, nitya means eternal, never ending things. Sarvagata means all pervading. It spread all over this whole world, everywhere. That's why, do you know, Dipti madam, they say, कण कण में क्या, कण कण में भगवान रहते हैं, कण कण में आत्मा का निवास है. Is every what do you, atom in everywhere it is spread all over this whole world, the whole cosmos, the universe, whatever you way you can express. Clear? Means you can write down omnipresent. It presents everywhere. Then Stanu. Stanu means you cannot move it. What the word Stanu they use unmovable. means stable. Means unstationary. It is stationary. Means this. Look how that is. If the soul exists everywhere, how can you move? That's why this Sanu, they have put this word Sanu. It's everywhere there. How can you move it? Then the Sanu and Achala, the same word in a different words. The same expression, the same thing expression, the same thing in a different way. Achala means movement. Achala means immovable. Then Achalo, I am means the same thing he's telling the soul. Sanatana means write down ancient. Or you can write down changeless. So he is telling to write down the whole meaning because we are going to finish it. So this self is the self cannot be cut. Put a comma. Cannot be burned. Then put a comma. Neither wetted or moisted nor dried off. So check once again. This self cannot be cut, put a comma, cannot be burned, neither wetted nor dried off. Then full stop. It is eternal. Right on. It is eternal, all pervading, within bracket, omnipresent. Then put a comma, stable. Then put a comma, immovable and everlasting or changeless. This is the nature of the self. He is telling in so many different words. Clear? So take your position 1 time Om, 3 times Shanti. Breathe in deeply. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. So it comes together. Yes. Namaste. Hari Om. Hari Om. See you next.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Hari
Swamiji.
Om.
Namaste.
Sunday next time. Oh yes, Binoji, what are you telling?
Hari Om.
Huh? Hari Om. I'm very good to see you in laughing face. Huh? Very good. Hari Om.